Hey guys, I'm just going to talk about standing up for your faith and an experience I had when I was playing quarterback for a high school football team called the Gulf Coast Sharks. I played my senior year, my last year in high school. I've never played football before that, and I thought, hey, I would give it a try. I've always loved football, so I was like, hey, senior year, let's do it. And so I decided, hey, why not play quarterback? Leader, be the leader, and be a godly influence on all the teammates. It's. I thought, hey, it would be a piece of cake to play football at a public school. Stand up, be like, hey, I'm the Christian on the team. But it wasn't as easy as I expected. A lot of the teammates, weren't. None of them actually were Christians. Except a couple, like two of my good friends were Christians. A guy that I joined the team with, Brandon, he was a Christian, and my friend Isaiah was a great follower of Christ on the team. But so I wasn't sure if I should play quarterback or not. I was going to play wide receiver because I can catch the ball pretty good. Not to boast or brag. But I decided it would be best if I try to lead a team and be an influence, positive influence on the team. So I decided to play quarterback. Our team was not the best. My senior year, I was trying out for varsity, but a real good friend Nick took the spot, so they put me down on JV, which is cool. I still got to play. I had a lot of fun. Made a lot of great friends, but during that time, there was a lot of growing in my faith because playing on a public school football team is not easy. There's a lot of bad influence, a lot of cussing, a lot of, hey, why aren't you having sex? Why aren't you cussing? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you smoking weed? Why aren't you smoking? And all that type of junk. But, so sharing your faith right at the beginning, when I joined the football team, I said, hey, I'm a Christian and this is what I stand for. If you guys could please don't cuss around me. You guys can cuss whenever you want. I said, but if you could have some self-respect for me, that'd be cool. And don't cuss around me or don't but that didn't really work because, that's their language. So they all knew that. The coaches knew that. And like the seventh game, we had a practice. We were playing, I think it was Naples High. And the coach heard me say the word. I didn't cut. I tried not to cuss. I said like a couple cuss words during the whole year of football. I got pretty mad this one game, so I said a couple. I will admit that I'm not perfect. But I said the word frick because I got really mad because one of my receivers didn't catch the ball or something. And my coach comes over and he's like, "Why don't you just say the F word?" And I was like, "Because it's a cuss word, and I don't like to cuss." He's like, "But frick sounds a lot like it, and you know what you're trying to mean." I was like, "Yeah, but I'm not using it. It's a little different." I said, "First of all, I know it sounds the same, but it doesn't mean the same thing." He's like, "So how's the F word a bad word?" And I was like, "Well, it's a cuss word for one, and in the Bible, I said it doesn't, don't want to curse and do that type of stuff." And he's like, "Well, say the F word," he told me. And I was like, "Whoa, no, I will not." He's like, "Say it." And some of my teammates were like, "Hey, dude, just say the F word. It's not that hard. Just say it, And it's a real hard thing to stand up when your whole team is looking up at you or, watching you in front of your coach argue saying the F word or not saying the F word. So I had to stand up and show them, hey, I was a real test of faith if I was going to choose God or if I was going to choose my coach. And I chose to choose God, which is a great thing because a couple of the guys got really influenced, I think one of the guys said he got really influenced because I stood up. He asked me several times, said, hey, just say the F word, say the F word. And some of the guys were like, dude, just say the F word. And I was like, no, I can't, guys, I won't. And he finally said, if you do not say the F word, you will not practice or play. And so that was a real hard thing because it was my last year. I really wanted to play and really wanted to show what I had on the football team. And so I was like, you know what? I won't. and he took me out of practice. And that's what I sacrificed for standing up for my faith. And I just want to tell you guys that if you ever get put in a situation like that, even though it may seem hard, it's definitely worth it. It's not always easy. I'm not saying it was easy. It was actually difficult as can be, because I had so many people looking at me, and you're like, hey, why didn't you just say it? You could be practicing with us and playing. And I said no, because it's a lot. It's what I stand for, and if I go around saying I'm a Christian but don't back it up with my actions, what's the point of all that talk? Actions will always speak louder than your words. So, although it set me back a little bit on the team, or I didn't get to play much for the next game, or practice with my guys, it really did make an impact, because some of the guys were like, hey, later in the year, like, hey, when you did that, it was a really cool thing, and I really honored your decision, and stuff like that. I forget exactly what they said. So it was really cool how I made an impact just because of that little bit of trust and faith in God that I had, and really grew in my faith. So if you ever have a situation where you could choose a sport, which isn't really that important, or you could choose God, I definitely suggest you choose God, because in the end, it's going to make a better impact, and it's going to make you grow in your faith even more than you were before. So the verse that I based this off of is, I was actually looking through my Bible last night, and I was reading it, and came across a verse I had scribbled down, Joshua 1:9. It was kind of cool. It was like a coincidence, which reads, one second, it says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And that really backed up my thing, the incident I had. Even though I stood up and I had God on my side. And if God's with you, who can be against you? It's pretty awesome. And I really grew my faith. So, dang, I hate this thing. Just want to give you guys some encouragement. If you ever have to stand up in your faith, just do it. It will make a lasting impact, and that's really important, I think. So, yeah, that is my story, and I hope you guys like it, and I hope it impacts you. So, you guys have a wonderful evening. Peace out.
Still in my 20s, but I die if I got him, man, I'm already dead. Ain't forget my flesh, I done been crossed over. See the full court press, I'm a full court mess if the Lord don't use me. Running from my trials, thinking everything's groovy. If the cross don't move me, then I don't wanna be no more. If I ain't seeing Christ, partner, I don't wanna see no more.